Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to take you guys through some of the new Steam game deals that are available right now. Wanted to take a look at the majority of the deals that are available directly on Steam and not various e-tailers. I do recommend you guys to buy games from, your Green Man Gamings, your Games Planets of the world. We do have a couple titles to note at the end of this video from both GMG and Games Planet, but for the most part, Steam deals here. So, some of you guys just like to do all your shopping on Steam, whatever the case may be. So, let's get right into it, and let's go over some of the great deals that are available. Right off the top, do want to give a shout out to Heavy Rain, which is 50% off for $9.99. Now, let's not make any bones about it. Heavy Rain is a game that absolutely does show its age. It's a game that initially came out back in early 2010 from Quantic Dream, the developers of Indigo Prophecy, and more recently, Beyond Two Good and Souls, and then really recently, Detroit Become Human. Heavy Rain, in my opinion, is one of their best outings. Now, outside of the game showing its age, I think narratively, the game is incredibly compelling. Obviously, everybody will meme on certain aspects of the game, but overall, the story is incredibly engrossing, and as I've mentioned with narrative-driven games like this and decision-based games like this, I always recommend you guys to play through these games once, just straight, without having any sort of guide or anything like that, and just letting the story play out, see how the story unfolds for you, and then ultimately make another playthrough if you do want. $9.99 I think is a great price for it. Do bear in mind the game is not super long, but it does have quite a bit of replayability with all of the different decisions and whatnot. $9.99 I think that's a good price. It does have a demo available if you do want to check that out. Do want to give a shout to a couple Gearbox titles. We got Borderlands 2 and we got Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Borderlands 2, definitely the title to get. Game of the Year Edition at $7.99 or the base game at $4.99. I would recommend the Game of the Year Edition. That is just awesome value for how much you're spending, and Borderlands 2 is terrific. Great game, whether you're playing it solo, whether you've got a group of friends to play with. This is just a timeless classic in my opinion. Even though it's north of a decade old, I feel like it's a game that's worthwhile to go back and still play to this day. Just a fantastic title. And the humor with Borderlands 2, I feel like actually clicked with Borderlands 3, and definitely Tiny Tina's Wonderlands didn't click as much for me. But Borderlands 2 for $4.99, I think that's a good deal. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is 50% off for $29.99. Chaotic Great Edition is $39.99. Take that for what you will. I didn't love Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Definitely did not like it as much as Borderlands 2. Obviously, it was an Epic Games Store exclusive for a minute, but now it's available on Steam as well. I would say, at this price point, if you like the Borderlands gameplay loop, why not? Just go ahead and check it out. But for the most part, I would probably recommend go the route of, picking up Borderlands 2 or doing another playthrough of that. $30 is still pricey. I would say get this at sub 20 and maybe it'll be a worthwhile pickup. If you like the fantastical setting, maybe that'll be, something more up your alley. That fantasy setting still very much has the same gameplay loop. You do have this board game gimmick going on, which I didn't really vibe with that either, but nonetheless, there you go with that. The Division 2, 70% off for $9. I picked this up. I'm playing the Steam version of it. It launches through Uplay Connect. I've been hearing really mixed things as far as people having a variety of different experiences with this. I've heard people just having train wreck of it experience with me. For me, the hour that I played this game yesterday, it ran beautifully for me. I had no issues whatsoever, but yeah, based on the Steam reviews, it's a mixed reception. People are reporting crashes. People are reporting the game's just a train wreck. So, your mileage may vary. I'm gonna play a little bit more. Hopefully, I don't run into, a litany of issues right after that 2-hour time period elapses, because it's not about the $9. It's about I really don't want my money to go to Ubisoft if they aren't giving me a good product. Division 2 is a fine game. I played it on PlayStation way back when, but, nonetheless, people probably already memeing on me for giving Ubisoft my money as it is, so, take it for what you will. I'm having some fun with it, but $9 is a good price, I feel. Warlords of New York is $9 as well. The Ultimate Edition is $24. They do have a bundle with Warlords of New York for $18, but that's not really getting you anything extra. Next up, we got XCOM 2. The Ultimate Collection is $19.87. That includes Enemy Unknown as well as Enemy Within. XCOM 2 as well as all the DLC for that. XCOM 2, the collection, is $9.80, which is a disgustingly good deal. XCOM 2 is awesome. If you're a fan of tactics-based titles, turn-based strategy games, XCOM 2 is going to be one you really enjoy. I gotta go back and play through more of, do another playthrough, I should say, of XCOM XCOM 2 just because my memory of this game is based on from my playthrough a few years ago, and I definitely want to go back and play more of this just because XCOM 2 was such a great game and I want to give it another playthrough. Yeah, obviously, technically, initially, when it came out, it was a train wreck, but nonetheless, there you go with that. Speaking of technical train wrecks, we got the Callisto Protocol seeing its first discount, 20% off for $48. Is it worth this price point? Probably not. Look, I liked a lot of aspects of Callisto Protocol. Obviously, the main rhetoric of why people have problems with the PC version is the stuttering protocol. It had some major stuttering issues at launch. It has gotten better, but $48 is still pricey for a game that's not super lengthy, and even outside of all the technical issues, it does have issues in other regards. I wasn't crazy about the combat system. Like, I know some people that liked it, but the idea of all of these zombies coming after you, all these enemies coming after you, and you having this dodging mechanic that seems to be better fit for something that would be more of an isolated combat system. I don't know. I didn't really vibe with it. It's not like the game is super difficult. It's just like I feel like it's not a satisfying combat system within the context of the environment that you're put into. If it was a different style of game, I think it could work, but for what Callisto Protocol is, I feel like it doesn't click. The deluxe edition is $64, so you can buy that as well. That includes the season pass, and there is more content in the game. The game's absolutely gruesome as all hell. Like, sometimes, there was literally moments in the game where I had to, like, turn away. I was like, this is just too gruesome, especially, like, some of the deaths. Oh my god. Like, you know what you're signing up for, though, so, yeah, that should be fine, but, still pricey, but it's the first discount, so I thought I'd mention it. WWE 2K22 is 75% off for $14.99. Hey, it's better than WWE 2K20. It's a steep discount on the game. If you like wrestling games, I mean, you'll probably have a pretty decent time with this, so yeah, I thought this was a sizable discount, worth a mention. There is a lot of DLC for the game, though, and there's in-game microtransaction nonsense, so, you know, take that for what it is. Also do want to know, Borderlands 3, didn't mention that, but that's 85% off for $9. Ultimate Edition is $32.96 again. I would recommend Borderlands 2 among all the other titles, but yeah, there you go with that. Those are all the Steam games I did want to mention. Do want to note a couple things. One Piece Odyssey, 15% off over at Green Man Gaming. Mentioned this yesterday, but yeah, I'm about 5 hours into One Piece Odyssey. I'm not a One Piece fan, and I'm really enjoying the game, man. It's just a quality, well-made JRPG with some great animation effects. You know, some of the context is definitely going to be lost on you, lost on me especially, which not being a One Piece fan, but if you are a One Piece fan, you're going to probably enjoy this game way more than I'm enjoying it, and I am liking the game. So if you're a fan of One Piece, you're probably really going to like this game. You know, $60 is always a little expensive. Here you're getting a little cheaper at $51. I've heard 30 to 40 hours as far as playtime goes, so bear that in mind as well, but there you go with that. And then I do want to note, DBZ Kakarot just got a batch of new DLC. If you're looking to pick everything up, Games Planet has got the Legendary Edition on sale. Typically $120. Yes, we ain't paying $120 for that. It's 45% off for $66. So this gets you the full game, both season passes, and some other stuff as well. But mainly the base game and both season passes. So if you factor it all out to $20 a pop, you know, Season Pass 2 dropped at $40. So that's already pretty pricey. But let's say, you know, Season Pass 2 is valued at $40, Season Pass 1 is valued at $20, and then the full game is valued at $20. Like, that seems to be around the price point people should be paying. DBZ Kakarot is a great game if you want to go through the main DBZ storyline. Obviously, it covers the Frieza arc, the Cell arc, as well as the Buu saga. Some notable omissions here and there, but for the most part, it does do a pretty good job of telling the DBZ story within the context of an open-world RPG. The first season pass includes the Trunks Future Warrior of Hope, Future Warrior of Hope. I forget what it's called. It's the Future Trunks arc. It's really good. It also has two other episodes that aren't quite as good. The Trunks arc is great. Season Pass 2 kicks off with the Bardock story arc, which that should be really good, and then there's 2 more episodes coming. One of them has been teased to be the Tenkaichi tournament, the one from the original Dragon Ball where Goku pulls up and he's like 5 foot taller than what he was prior. So yeah, that's going to be one of them. I'm hoping there's a Broly DLC. I think that's just a license to print money, but nonetheless, there you go with that, and more DLC will be rolling out. Kind of wild for DBZ Kakarot to get more DLC. What, 4 years? Yes, it's been 4 years since this game initially came out. I want to say it was early 2019, right? Was it 2019 or was it 2020? It was early 2020, excuse me. 3 years after its initial release. That's still wild to me. So, yeah, this game's still trucking along, but nonetheless, that is going to do it for me. Again, all the links to the deals will be in the description box below. If you buy One Piece Odyssey or DBZ Kakarot, I do get a bit of a kickback from GMG and Games Planet, respectively, so that is much appreciated, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.